All right, on tonight's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our generative AI course. Let's have a look at what we went over tonight. Now, tonight we basically focused on generating our API keys. So let's go over the steps we took to do that. So let's start with the OpenAI API. What is OpenAI API? This OpenAI API has been designed to provide developers with seamless access to state-of-the-art pre-trained artificial intelligence models like GPT-3, GPT-4, DALL-E, Whisper, embeddings, and etc. So by using this OpenAI API, we can integrate cutting-edge AI capabilities into our applications regardless of the program language. So the conclusion is by using this OpenAI API, we can unlock the advanced functionalities and we can enhance the intelligence and performance of our applications. Next, we will go over generating an OpenAI API key. Without this, we cannot use the OpenAI API. So here's the process to generate our key. First, we go back to the OpenAI website. Then we will find the API key option and click on it. This should be located under the dashboard. Now follow the instructions to generate our new private keys and store them in a secure location. Next, we will paste our API key in our Jupyter notebook. Now, what we need to do after generating our API key and bringing it over to Jupyter notebook is call the OpenAI API. This is how we do that using these lines of code that we will write in Jupyter Notebook. So we're going to use the OpenAI.API underscore key equals the name of our API keys. Next, we will run OpenAI.models.list. This will display all the models we have access to. We can go a step further and convert this data into a more readable list. We'll use these steps to do that. We'll create a variable for OpenAI.models.list and call it all models. It's going to look like this: all models equals AI.models.list. Now we will create a list method and pass in our variable all models. And this is going to be the next step. We have a list method getting passed all models. This gives us all the models in a more readable format. And from here, we can create a data frame also. To do that, first we'll start by importing pandas as PD. It's supposed to be pandas as PD. Then we will enter this method pd.dataframe and we will pass in list all models. This will give us a more this will give us This will give us our data in a formatted frame. This is supposed to be our, I don't know why it's over. This will give us our data in a formatted frame. So let's go actually go over now and see exactly what we did for the night. So let's go back over here where we at with it. I need this over here. Sorry. Let me bring this. I need this here. I should have had this queued up already. I'm sorry about that. But yep. So this is it, what it looks like here. So let's start from the top. As you can see, we have the input OpenAI from last night. These are our keys. Well, first, I'm not going to start the GPT. I don't mind showing you my keys. I'm going to generate new ones anyway. This is just for the practice course and everything we're going to be doing. But for actual projects, of course, I'm going to switch the keys up and have some new ones. But yeah, so this is how we got our keys here. We came to the dashboard. We located the API keys, and then we hit the create keys, and it generated these keys for us here. So you can see this is our keys, and it's actually coded out here, so you can't see it. Then we actually brung it over here to our notebook, pasted it in, and we gave it a name, which is keys. Which let me show you that. We named it over here. See, the name is keys, so that's where we got the name from. So we brought it over here. Keys equal our key. Then we do the OpenAI.API underscore key equals keys. Then we do the OpenAI.models.list. This gives us a list of all of the models we have access to, but you can see this data is kind of hard to read and work through. So what we did is we created a variable, all models equals AI or OpenAI.models.list, and then we did a list format and we passed in the all models that broke our information down for us, and you can see it's more legible here. Model ID created object owned by, and then actually we did a little step further. We actually created a data frame for it. And with this, actually, we didn't have pandas as part of this library, or the library of pandas wasn't in our Jupyter notebook first. I didn't know that. I thought it came with it. So what I did was I came over here, opened a new prompt, and I'm glad I had to do this because I had to figure it out on my own. So I did that. I opened our prompt back up. I got back into our test in OpenAI, activated it, and then I had to install pandas. So you can see this is the process I took here to do that. So now we have pandas in our Jupyter notebook. So that's that. And then we did the import pandas as PD. Then we did the PD.data frame, list all models, and then that gave us a broken down data frame of our models even further. So you can see here it's broken down even further into a better data frame that we can look at. So we have our ID, created, object, and owned by, and it's broken down into steps as you can see. So that's what we took the night doing. Like I said, I'm not going to rush. I'm not going to try to speed through everything. I'm going to take everything step by step and do everything piece by piece so I can make sure I get a full grasp of everything we're doing and we can move forward with a surety. So yeah, of course, I will keep you guys posted every step of the way. But for now, this is the Python Poppy. You guys stay Gucci.